I was lying in bed trying to sleep one night, and my parents were away in France on a trip.
It was a Saturday evening, and we were with friends in a hotel in Paris. Somebody came to me on the dance floor and said, "You have a call from your mother-in-law." And so I went to the phone, and she said, "Brandon's in a mental hospital."
All the emotions that had been building up, all the stress that had been building up in the right side of my head came to a point of tension and it snapped. And it's like half my awareness vanished. All my emotions after that were unrecognizable, and I couldn't remember what it felt like to be normal.
He had had a psychotic break. He was very, very, very likely suffering from schizophrenia.
We immediately got the first flight home, and I cried all the way home. I just couldn't help it. I thought, he's such a wonderful boy. We can't lose him.
So we began the journey. Three and a half years later, he graduates on time with honors with a dual major. This is the person he is.
It took me about 20 years to finally fully accept that I had schizophrenia and had an illness that would not just go away on its own, that I could just overcome and forget about. But that was a turning point for me. And when I accepted that I had schizophrenia, it enabled me to move beyond fighting it in my head, in my mind, and move on to other things in life, where I could go on and get married, work at a job that means a lot to me.
Then we could just take a deep breath and say, why isn't anybody doing something about this? Why don't we do something for mental health?
Our focus is on research, large project research, and individual science research and prevention.
Over the 23 years that we've been raising money to do research, we found some answers that have been very helpful to very many, that have alleviated human suffering of the patients, of the family surrounding them, of people they love.
All of us here who faced the darkness and persevered to make it here today, don't we rock? We rock, yes. Thank you, thanks for that.
Over time, Brandon, I think, understood how powerful it was for him to be doing as well as he was, and to help other people and their families with the illness see that a life that's a wonderful life was possible.
It means a lot to me to share with the world the science being funded by One Mind Institute, and also be an example of someone who's benefited from that science.
We're feeling good about where we are, but in no way complacent, and just as passionate as we were from the first day.
And in the end, I'm happy that I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, that I developed schizophrenia, because it's given me a purpose that is very valuable to me in my heart and my mind.
Just a long, long journey, and it has really turned tragedy into triumph.
They've got the tools now, they have the science, so we just need time and more people doing it, and we'll get these things cured in our lifetime.